Hey everyone. I just thought I'd get some things off my chest. Much to my surprise, when I woke up this morning, Dan Bell has officially removed two of my videos based on copyright infringement. As you guys may have seen, I trusted the wrong person, and I think the other one was, Dan Bell called me a soul sucker. Both of these are technically reactionary videos, of me basically defending myself. So I didn't appreciate that. And of course he's lawyered up, so there's not much I can do about it. Unfortunately, I don't have a lawyer. I can't afford a lawyer. It is what it is. I mean, there's not much I can do about it other than going on YouTube and pointing out the Fair Use Act. But he's claiming because it's Patreon exclusive material, that I can't use it, which I think is bullshit. But needless to say, I'm pretty angry about it. So that means my spell definitely didn't work, because he didn't shut up. Yeah, it also means he's probably got fans spying on my channel too, reporting back to him. But the thing that gets me is that video has been on there for a while. I trusted the wrong person. So I think he's just angry because my views have gone up and my subscribers, my subscriptions have gone up. I'm getting a lot more subscribers now. Anyway, I'm doing this at work because I didn't have time to do this before I left home. So, yeah, it is what it is. Those of you who are supporting my channel, I thank you. Please continue supporting. I mean, it's just been a rough time. I don't need this stress in my life. And for some fucking has-been asshole that just drives around Baltimore, tells the same stupid stories over and over again, doesn't really do any major urban exploring anymore. Basically just relies on handouts when he goes driving around every Saturday night. I mean, he's a has-been, he's dried up, and he just wants to bring other people down, and he's gonna do that. And whatever, I mean, I'm gonna fight it, but yeah, it just pisses me off to no end. So yeah, if you guys want to comment on this video, I would appreciate it. Anyone who's pro Dan Bell will probably be removed, but I can't tell who's pro Dan Bell and who's not pro Dan Bell. Who's out to get me, who's not out to get me. It just depends on, who's commenting, who's being a jackass, basically. But yeah, it sucks. It's not something I was expecting to wake up to. So I gotta fight this claim now. It's obvious he's trying to get my channel removed. So, yeah. And I can't afford a lawyer, so that sucks. But anyway, just keep the love coming. So, yep. It's insane. It's insane to wake up to that. Oh, you have a copyright strike on your channel. It's like, oh, great. Yep. So, I don't really understand because it's not all of his material. Most of it is me. So, I just don't understand. I guess he decided to grow a sack and spoke to his lawyer, and his lawyer was like, yeah, absolutely, you can do that. But whatever. I also noticed there's some channels that are missing too from other people that have bad-mouthed him. So he's going around removing a lot of content. It's not just me, it's totally other people. So yeah, it sucks. Yep. The other thing I wanted to touch on while I'm doing a video is when I did that Hell Gates ritual, what happened to me was pretty terrifying. I highly don't recommend people play around with that stuff. I'm kind of in a spiritual crisis right now where I'm starting to think, maybe the side that I'm on really isn't that great. I don't want to follow the dim urge, but yeah, I mean, what I felt that night was absolutely terrifying. I opened the gates of hell, and I also came into contact with Kundalini, basically the serpent that is part of your pineal gland, rose up, and of course that can cause certain reactions to happen in your life, which could have led to this copyright strike issue. I don't want to say that's what it is for sure. I know most of it is fat ass, but I've been reading a book about Tantra, and it says that when you awaken your Kundalini, some things can start happening, like people will start fighting with you. Things will start happening in your life that might seem unfavorable. And I don't know if that's like what's happening, but a coworker also kind of started a fight with me too about me supposedly telling on her about she had her baby in the booth here. And so I didn't say anything, but it's interesting how that happened, like right after I did the serpent ritual to open those hell gates. So I know there are things that are starting to happen in my life that aren't favorable right now. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to be next, but yeah, apparently that's kind of something that happens when you awaken that energy within you, because you're entering the dark side. And there's a little spider here. You're entering this dark side, and this dark side is kind of taking fold in your life, and there's major changes, and some of it's turbulent. It's not going to be, trying to get this guy away from my bag here. It's not going to be all, you know, of course it's not going to be roses. Rainbows and roses or whatever. I mean, you're in a very dark type of path situation. And this is the first time that I've actually really done the left-hand path. I know it's crazy because I've been a Luciferian for most of my life. Shoot, where did it go? Okay. I've been a Luciferian for most of my life. The reality is, you can be more of a right-hand path practitioner as a Luciferian, believe it or not. It just depends on what magic you're using and all that. When I opened the Hell Gates, I probably awakened the biggest left-hand path type of ritual ever. But what was really terrifying was getting back to the whole story. The energy got really dark, and I felt like my spirit was literally being ejected from my body and being sucked into a black void. And when I scryed on that black mirror, I saw like black goo, thick black, I mean, blacker than anyone has ever seen, rippling. And it was like the kind of stuff, it was almost like tar, but it was really thick black goo. And I felt like I was being sucked into this void in my bedroom. If you guys do this ritual, do it outside. Don't do it in your bedroom. That's the last thing you want to do. You know, it was just, it was raining. You know, it was just a bad time to be like doing this. Because we're getting into fall here, so the weather's kind of unpredictable. But it was just terrifying. I saw visions of myself being on fire. It got really hot. It got so hot in my room, it was almost like, I mean, it was literally like hell had just opened up. The smell of like sulfur and all that. So I immediately had to do a banishing ritual. I created a left-hand path friendly lesser pentagram banishing ritual. I can do a video on that if anybody wants to see that. But I lit some dragon blood sage, which is good for banishing. I did some Paleo Santo wood, burned some of that. Immediately felt better. Like I even did some lemongrass incense, which is good for banishing too. And it was immediately, the temperature returned to normal in the room. It was gone. So it worked. But I'm like, I'm not sleeping in my bedroom with this gate open. Like, seriously. Okay? Like, I'm not, I was like, I'm not doing this ever again, I don't think. But if you guys really want to experience hell and what it feels like, yeah, by all means do that ritual. But it was terrifying. I mean, the energy was just so bad. It was choking. Yeah, so if I ever do that again, it's going to be outdoors. But, yeah, I mean, I've experienced all kinds of crazy paranormal shit in my life, but yeah, that was terrifying. Yeah. If you guys want to know like some crazy stories of stuff that I have experienced, I can do a video on that sometime. I have experienced some really crazy stuff. Stuff that people would find really hard to believe. So, yeah. Like, subscribe, continue to support. Thank you.